Orca Tactical makes bags for all of your range and outdoor needs. Range bags, backpacks, and other bags where the different uses are endless. Use discount code Wiley15 for 15% off your order at orcatacticalgear.com. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the ATF Tapes. This is episode 14, and let's get right into it. If you're new to the series, if this is the first one you've checked out, this is the ATF Tapes, and we talk about an A, a T, and an F. I talk a little bit about these guys, what I like about it, if I've tried it before, if it's new. The main attraction is this over here, and we'll talk about a little bit about it and stuff that I've usually done to them before. So this is episode 14. First with the A, Maker's Mark. I have not had this a ton of times. I have had it before, and this is another one of those that every once in a while I'll get a little bottle like this to enjoy. Let me know down in the comments if you've had this, if you like it, or if you dislike it. Every once in a while I get a bottle of it. I'm not crazy about it. It's pretty good. Like I said, I'll get a bottle every once in a while, but never really get like a big bottle that it's one of my really good ones that I always like to have in the man cave. Usually every once in a while I'll just get a small bottle and enjoy it for a little bit. And today with the T, it is a Fuente Gran Reserva. These usually aren't in English, so I usually am horrible at pronouncing the stuff, but it does look like a pretty good one. And I've never had this before. It smells really good. If you're interested in this tray, I did make this custom myself. I do a lot of different projects, stuff like this, where I make my own stuff, and just about every time I do something like that, I'll do a video on it, post it up on the channel. So if you're interested in that, check those out. I have done a bunch of videos like that. If you're interested in this, should be up here on the screen. If it's not and I don't remember, should be down in the description below if you're interested. Oops. And as always, hopefully you are enjoying all of these things while you're checking out this video with me. I think, like I stated in the last episode of this, it has been ridiculously hot and humid over here for 1 to 2 months. So I don't think I've had one of these in that amount of time. Usually I like to go outside and enjoy one of these, but it has been too hot and too humid to go outside and enjoy one of these. So this is the first time in a while I've actually got to enjoy one. This one is a little dry because it's been in my box for that whole time pretty much. And I did just get word that I've got another box coming out over relatively soon, so I'm interested in checking those out because I can finally go outside and enjoy one and not sweat to death. This is a little darker one that I think usually like real dark ones go really, really good, at least for me, in my opinion, with coffee in the morning. I think usually darker ones of these I really enjoy with a cup of coffee. The lighter ones, I don't really can't pick between darker or lighter. I like both of them. But darker ones I usually like with coffee. The lighter ones I usually like with some of this. But this one is pretty good. I like this. I know I say in most of these videos that it's pretty good. I like it. I think I say those exact words in just about every episode. I am somewhat new to these. I'm not a big, huge guy on this topic. I really like enjoying a bunch of different ones. I don't really have a favorite, I don't think yet, but I do enjoy trying out a lot of different ones. The company that makes this possible is actually a sponsor of the channel, and they sponsor all of these episodes, and they've sponsored a couple of other videos here on the channel. It is the Southern Sea Company. They send a box to your door with 4 of these every single month. They sponsor these videos, but they don't pay me anything. I don't get paid if you sign up or not, so be sure to check them out. All they do is they send me a box every month to check some of these out and show them off to videos for you guys to enjoy. So they are a monthly subscription box service that they send you 4 of these every month for a very reasonable price, and I really enjoy. Like I've stated before, most of these I really enjoy and like. There has been a couple that I've gotten the same one in a different month's box, which usually isn't that big a deal. I've had that happen a couple of times with them, but that's not a problem. Really enjoy them. There has been a couple that I've gotten that I didn't really care for, but it's fewer than not. Most of them I really enjoy, and I really enjoy their service, so be sure to check them out on their website. Oh, and I think I've talked about it in other videos before. Some guys are really hardcore about this, whether you leave this label on or not. I've seen some guys immediately take it off. Some guys leave it on. I usually leave them on until, if I'm like out doing nothing but enjoy one of these, I leave it on until I get down to where I have to take it off, and then I take it off. But some guys are like really specific on that, whether they do or not and stuff. So let me know your thoughts about that down in the comment section below. And if you've tried Maker's Mark, let me know if you've tried it, if you like it, if you hate it, let me know down in the comment section. So that is the A and the T. Let's move on to the main attraction, the F. Now I have featured, it's been a while, but I have shown this off in a couple of videos in the past. I say a while, it's probably been at least a year, maybe a couple. I did get this and then did a couple of upgrades to it, not too much. I've given some thought to doing some more stuff, but I haven't yet. But if I do, I will do a video on whatever I do in the future. So if you're interested in that, be sure to stay tuned for that and get subscribed to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss it if you're interested in it. So this is a 92S. Now, when I got this, this was actually shipped over straight from Italy, and this was a police trade-in. Can't remember what website I got it from, but they were having a really cool deal. They had just got a batch of them in, police trade-ins from Italy, and they had them very well priced, and I hadn't had any variation of this, so I went ahead and swept in there and made sure I was able to get one. So it did come in. I really enjoy this. Like I said, if you don't know, there are a bunch of different variations of this guy. This is the 92S, which I could be wrong. I am not a historian, so don't crucify me in the comment sections if I'm wrong, but I do believe this was the first, or at least one of the very first option or variations of this that you could get. One thing that not a whole lot of people have these, and especially now is because the release is all the way down here. Usually you have it up here, which this cutout is for. We'll get into that in a second. But you have to actually go all the way down here, and usually if I'm using this for practice, usually you use your thumb right here. I've seen other people do this different ways, but usually when I'm doing it, I go ahead and push that with my left hand, pull that out, and go ahead and grab another one and put it in. Not a big fan of that. I just got this just for nostalgia. I was able to get one for real cheap, so I went ahead and got one. And this is the only one I have. I thought about getting other ones, but you know, especially nowadays, it's kind of expensive. So I do believe, other than this variation, every other one went up to usual up here. So when I got this, I wanted to do a couple of things. Generally, when I get just about anything, no matter how nice it is, I have to go do stuff to it. It's just, it's weird. So I wanted to do a couple of things to it, but I didn't want to do too much to keep it kind of itself, pretty much. But I did do just very, very few things. I have gone through a couple of different options of lights on here. This particular one is from Streamlight. It is the TLR10. This one is fairly new as of filming this. I did do a video on this talking in depth about this light. It was on a different one of these guys when I did the video. That should pop up here on the screen if you're interested in that, or you can check it out in the description below. So that is the light on here. Now this is the 92S, and stock, this does not have a rail on it. They didn't make the S with a rail on it. We'll get into that in a second. So when I first got these, and something else about these that is cool that a lot of people like is these grips. You can take these off and swap them out and put different grips on, which is pretty neat. It's just 2 screws on each side. You just take the screws out, take the grip off, and put a new one in, put the screws back in. So with a couple of different ones of these, just like that, you have the option of taking the grips off. There's a bunch of different companies that make different ones of these to make it look different. These are the stock ones that came on here. They weren't on there for that long because I reached out to a company called Lock Grips or LOK Grips. They sponsored a video right after I got this when I did a couple of things to it. And these are the ones that I got on there. These were on there for quite a while, and it's really cool because they make a bunch of different ones of these. There's a bunch of different companies that you can get different grips for it. Really, any one of these guys that has interchangeable grips, I think they make different ones for it. A bunch of different designs, a bunch of different colors, stuff like that. Pretty cool. So that was pretty much the only thing I did to this. And I was itching to do a little bit more, but didn't know what I wanted to do. There was a bunch of different options that I could do to this, but I didn't want to do too much. Like I said, now I might do different stuff in the future, but I wanted to do something else. I finally discovered this company, Recover. You can check their website out. They didn't sponsor this video or any other videos. I bought this with my own money. Now this is, you take your grips off of these and these pop on in place of them. And as you can see, it replaces the grip and it actually comes down here and down here and actually puts a rail on. So you have your 2 screws that you usually have for your grip. And then down here, you have another screw that mounts it. And then up here at the rail, you have an additional screw that mounts it on there. And it's very, very secure. Really like this design. You can get these for just about anything that doesn't have a rail on it. I think the episode before this, episode 13, was on the G43, which is a single stack that doesn't have a rail on it. They have an option that it's like just a rail that mounts on there. I haven't gotten that. I've thought about it. Don't know anything about it, but they have a bunch of different options, really cool stuff that they make. So I went ahead and ordered one of these, and obviously they don't make it for the S. You can see the cutouts for the release on both sides here, which I don't need, so they didn't make it for the S, but they made it for future variations. I think for the FS or whatever variation. It's been a while since I've ordered it. I can't remember what they said on their website on this, but it fit this. The only thing was the release is down here. So I actually got this, knew it wasn't going to work, but I knew I could make it work. And I actually did a specific video on this, on how I made it work and mounted it to this guy. If you're interested in that, that should be up on the screen, or if not, down in the description below. If you're interested, if you got one of those and want to do what I did to it, you can check that video out. I went into detail about everything I did to it and how I made it happen. And so far, that's the only thing I've done to this. This is on here now since I got that. It's been on there since. Like I said, I did have these on there for a little bit. I've given some thought to taking this off and getting a couple different ones of those just to change it up a little bit. But if I do that, this light has got to come off, and there's not an option of putting it back on. One thing is that I did get a holster for this guy, that a company did sponsor that right after I got this. That was, I think, from Hidden Hybrid Holsters. I am a big Kydex guy now, so I got it quite a bit ago. I don't think I have ever carried this. This is just a nostalgia thing that I wanted one, so I got it. It fit the 92S like it comes, which worked well. And then as soon as I put this on there, it didn't work because it's for 92S, and this is pretty much not a 92S anymore, not a S stock anyway. So I wasn't able to use that anymore, and I've never tried it. I don't know if you could get a holster for one of the newer variations with a light on it, if this would fit in there or not, because this is a little bit wider than when you put the regular set of grips on there. I've never tried it. It might work, I don't know. So that is my 92S. Like I said, if you're interested in how I did this, I did do a specific video. You can check that out. And it's pretty much just that and a light that I've got on here. If you're interested in that, that video will be down in the description as well. Really cool option for interchangeable grips. I think that's the only one I actually have that you can do interchangeable grips on. So lock grips. Be sure to check them out if you're interested in them. So that is the 92S. Haven't done a whole lot to it. I thought about doing some other stuff to it. Like I said, if I do end up doing it, I will be sure to do a video on that. So if you haven't yet, be sure to get subscribed and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. This is the name that I'm probably not pronouncing right, the Fuente Gran Reserva. Darker one, really enjoy the taste. I would really enjoy this with a cup of coffee, but since this is the ATF episode and the coffee doesn't really go into the ATF episode, we're enjoying some Maker's Mark, which isn't bad. My opinion, I just enjoy darker ones with a cup of coffee. Dark coffee. Nothing added, just straight black, strong coffee. That's where it's at. So that is episode 14. This is the A, this is the T, and that is the F. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you're enjoying all of this stuff while you're checking out this episode. As I said, I think in the last episode, episode 13, I talked about this. I have given some thought for a while to start doing, or maybe doing one, we'll see how it goes, of a live stream or live video on the channel. I've never done one before. I've thought about it for a while, but I've never done it. And the more I think about it, I've been thinking about what it would be about. I have been thinking more and more, thinking about doing one of these episodes as the live video. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know down in the comment section if you'd be interested in checking one of those out. It would be, like I said, a few of you guys have gotten in touch with me and said you enjoyed checking some of these episodes out, enjoying some whiskey and one of these while you're checking the video out. I really appreciate that. I really enjoy doing these videos, and hopefully you're doing that while you're checking these videos out. It would be a whole lot better if we were doing a live video of this. So, I mean, you could be actually pretty much sitting down with me, checking these out, enjoying this stuff, which would be really, really fun. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that coming up on the channel. So if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. I really like you guys reaching out. I try to get to everybody's comments, especially on newer videos. I get a lot of comments on older videos that I don't always get to, but I do like you guys getting down in the comment section, saying your opinions, asking questions, stuff like that. And it does help with the YouTube algorithm, since I'm not that big of a channel, and apparently they've been screwing everybody apparently recently on like their income and stuff like that. Obviously I'm a small channel, so there's not a whole lot of money coming in, but there is a little bit of money coming in. Every bit helps to continue this, to be able to get different stuff, to be able to continue to produce content pretty much. So be sure to get down in the comment section, let me know all of your thoughts on everything. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you haven't yet, be sure to get subscribed to the channel, and be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss anything. I have posted a couple of pictures up on the channel of stuff upcoming, and I have been doing a little bit of polls recently to get your guys' opinion on different stuff coming up on the channel, or stuff maybe starting on the channel. So be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss any of that. Also, be sure to give me a follow on Instagram at the Josh Wiley channel. I post pictures on there of a lot of stuff that hasn't come to the channel yet. Right after I get different projects or make different things, I'll have a picture of it. You'll be able to see it on Instagram before you ever see it up on the channel. And sometimes you'll see stuff on there of different projects or stuff like that that doesn't actually make it to the YouTube channel. So be sure to give me a follow on Instagram at the Josh Wiley channel. That is pretty much it for this episode, episode 14 of the ATF Tapes. I hope to be making more of these, so if you want to see more of these, be sure and let me know in the comment section of any other. It's been a long day. Be sure to let me know in the comment section of any other of the episodes if you like these and you want to continue to see them, especially this one. This is the up to date as of filming this. This is the last one that I've actually filmed. So if you enjoy these and want to continue seeing these, be sure to get down in the comment section below and let me know. So that is all for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.